Hey guys, how you doing? It's Us here, and today I'm bringing you the next video in my Versus series. Today we're going to be looking at the submachine guns and which one is better, the MP5 or the Skorpion. Now both of these guns are unlocked at level 1, so you should be seeing quite a bit of these guns. Every time you prestige, you're going to have to decide which of these two submachine guns you're going to want to use. So today we're going to find out which is better and which one you should be using. Now as for the criteria we're going to be looking at to decide which gun is better, we're going to be looking at the time to kill, the recoil, the iron sights, the reload speed, and the magazine size. If you want to see a little bit more about how this system works, have a look at my previous video, which is on the AK-47 versus the M4A1. I'll have that link in the description and also at the end of the video, so have a look at that. But we're going to get straight into it. The MP5 deals 40 damage up close and 20 damage at a distance, which means that it takes between 3 and 5 shots to kill. With a rate of fire of 740 rounds per minute, it gives this gun a time to kill of between 0.243 seconds and 0.405 seconds. Now looking at the Skorpion, that deals 50 damage up close and 20 damage at a distance. This means that the shots to kill is only 2 at close range and 5 at a distance, and this gives an insanely fast time to kill of 0.140 seconds at close range and 0.350 seconds at a distance. Now obviously I'm going to have to give this category to the Skorpion. That time to kill is just ridiculously fast, especially at close range with 0.14 seconds. You just can't really beat that. And now onto the recoil. As you can see on screen now, the MP5 has a lot more recoil than the Skorpion. The Skorpion's recoil is very stable. It's even very usable at long range as well, especially for a submachine gun. We're obviously going to have to give this category to the Skorpion again. Now moving on to the iron sights. I think that the MP5 has really good iron sights. The MP5, it's really that classic iron sight with the circle on the top, and you have that little pin to point to the enemy, obviously. And I think that compared to the Skorpion, the MP5's iron sights are a lot better. The Skorpion's iron sights are kind of all mushed together, and the pin doesn't really stick out that far, which kind of blocks the view from side to side, making it kind of hard to track your targets, whereas the MP5 is very nice for this, I think. And now onto the magazine size. As you guys all probably know, the Skorpion has a magazine size of only 20, and for a lot of people this is a massive deal breaker. The 20 magazine size makes it really hard to kill more than a few people with each magazine, especially with that higher rate of fire. You're going to be running out of bullets quite often, and you're going to have to reload quite often, which means, whereas with the MP5 you might be able to kill 2 people and then not reload, waiting for a third person to come around the corner. You can't really do this with the Skorpion. You're forced to reload in those really uncomfortable situations. So obviously this point is going to go to the MP5, and even though it's only worth 1 point, this category is probably the biggest deal breaker for most people using the Skorpion. Moving on to the reload speed now, the MP5 has a reload speed of 2.3 seconds when the gun is loaded, and the Skorpion has a reload speed of 2.4 seconds. Now this being said, you're not often going to reload your gun with it being loaded with the Skorpion. Your gun is often going to be out of bullets, and you're going to have to reload it with no bullets left in the magazine. And for this, the reload speed for the MP5 is going to be 3.3 seconds, whereas the reload speed for the Skorpion is 2.67 seconds. Now, although it might seem that the MP5 is worse off for this reload speed, you need to consider that the MP5, you're most likely going to be reloading it when you have bullets left in the magazine, which takes 2.3 seconds, and with the Skorpion, you're most likely going to be reloading it when there are no bullets in the magazine, taking 2.67 seconds. So I'm going to give this category to the MP5. Now when we tally up all these points, you can see that the MP5 is sitting on 3 points, winning all 3 of the minor sections with the reload speed, the magazine size, and the iron sights. But the Skorpion did win both of the major sections with the time to kill and the recoil. And this means that the Skorpion is our winner. Now I really do like the Skorpion in this game. It's really good, especially at that close range. You really can't beat that 0.14 second time to kill with 2 shots. But I think for overall usage, I'm going to have to recommend the MP5 based solely on that magazine size. The magazine size of 20 is just that little bit too small. If the magazine size was maybe 25, I could probably say that the Skorpion is 100% better than the MP5. But I really can't say that just because you're going to have to reload so often. And there are so many times that you're caught off guard having to reload your gun, and someone comes around the corner and you just can't do anything about it and you just die. So for that reason, I'm going to have to recommend the MP5. But like I said, the Skorpion is insanely good at that close range, and I certainly recommend it for those situations. But anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're enjoying these versus and comparison videos, then please be sure to leave a like and leave a comment below on what guns you want to see go head to head next. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to do that as well. But anyway, my name's Asynthesized. Stay fresh, and I'll see you guys later.